Ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, children of all ages, and the general Lawrence and Boston area community at large. This is Aaron Tornberg. I am the host and founder of One Broadway Collaborative. We are here tonight with a very exciting show that is sponsored by the Northeast Regional Folk Alliance, which is otherwise known as NERFA. NERFA is a great organization, and they have brought us a fantastic singer-songwriter who is no stranger to this stage. Her name is Erin Ash Sullivan, and she's here to perform for you now, so let's hear it for Erin.
She says that Baltimore water tastes sweetest. She should know with all the journeys she's had. Well, the taps in New York poured it spicy and dark, but the atmosphere wasn't half bad. In San Francisco, it shimmered like sunlight, and in Boston, it froze into glass, with an unnerving knack of reflecting her back, with a question too loaded to ask. Who'll hold my hand? Who's gonna guard the door? Who's gonna know my name when I go back to Baltimore? She says that taking it slow might be smartest. He should know with all the lives that she's lived. For the souls at her heart, she'll just wear down their guard and hope they'll forget and forgive. 'Cause it's the loved ones that take it the hardest, when the actors stop reading their lines, when there's a twist in the plot, whether they like it or not. All along they've been seeing the signs. Who'll hold my hand? Who's gonna guard the door? Who's gonna know my name when I go back to Baltimore? No words can prepare her, no map show her which way to go. She's got to go against the current, trust the steel in her arms, and row, row, row. She says tomorrow the road will be smoother. She should know with all the heartache she's borne, when that door slams at last, she'll put paid to the past and move forward renewed and reborn. Who'll hold my hand? Who's gonna guard the door? Who's gonna know my name when I go back to Baltimore? Who's gonna know my name when I go back to Baltimore? you very much. I was going to just do songs from the album that just came out at the end of July, but I'm in the mood to play this song about my grandma, who is also a singer. And I always wondered about her life before I was born, when she was a young woman trying to pursue her own dreams of stardom. But because I never got to ask her those questions, I put them in a song. How did it feel to be the daughter late in life to a mother who was sure she didn't want to be a wife? What'd you say to your Irish-eyed dad, who always seemed so silent and sad? What was it like to know you could sing and know that was the most important thing? When courage was the chords on a piano. How did it feel to board that train, your hands against the window pane, and say goodbye to Gary, Indiana? How did it feel to stand on that stage, a light in your eyes, your hands shaking on the page, your voice maybe trembling with all you could feel, and those men in the dark saying your dreams were real? What'd you think when that boy sauntered in and undid you with his lazy grin? You could almost hear your mother sigh with pity. What'd you say when you turned in your keys to your tiny room and your melodies, and said goodbye to dreams of New York City? And what was it like to have a love so vast that you almost didn't mind what you left in the past? What'd you say each time he wanted to move and left you in a new place with something to prove? Did you give your all at a talent show, or blow the back walls out in another church solo, exhausted by the effort of believing? And in each new room, what did you put on the shelf to remind you that you were still yourself, despite all of the places you were leaving? What's it like to know a girl with your hands who told you all her dreams of playing in a band? What was the advice that died on your lips as the songs poured out of your fingertips? And how'd you know that the best you could do was to tell her that she had to see it through? While inside your mind was teeming with the stories of a girl who felt like she was still 19 when her eyes were blue and her slate was clean, sitting on a train from Gary, dreaming of future glories. And I wish I'd thought to ask you for your stories. How I wish I'd asked you for your stories. Thanks. I'm going to do another traveling song. This is on the album. 5 more miles on Highway 10. Time to stop for gas again. Now he's 1 more tank away. Would it have changed a thing if he'd have told you stay? Crack the door and taste the night, and the feel of freedom by fluorescent light. and the road sighs out the day's last heat to the sound of a bird singing low and sweet. She'll serenade you as you're leaving town. Hear the notes rise up as the sun goes down, down, down. Sometimes leaving doesn't need a word. Listen to the song of the rest-stop bird. 10 more miles on Highway 5. You need the rhythm of the road to feel alive. You left behind a heart of stone, hidden in a nest of sticks and bone. He promised you that the walls would hold, but there was nothing soft to keep out the cold. So you were both to blame when your love got beat. All those eggshells lying beneath your feet. She'll serenade you as you're leaving town. Hear the notes rise up as the sun goes down, down, down. Sometimes leaving doesn't need a word. Listen to the song of the rest-stop bird. Little bird don't care that he don't care that you flew off without warning. Little bird don't care that he don't care that you'll be gone come morning. Little bird makes leaving look so easy, just a breath of wings, easier than a lot of things. She'll serenade you as you're leaving town. Hear the notes rise up as the sun goes down, down, down. Sometimes leaving doesn't need a word. Listen to the song of the rest-stop bird. Listen to the song of the rest-stop bird. I ain't nothing but a rest-stop bird. Thank you. Are you hearing the sound out there? What? Are you hearing the sound? What? I changed my guitar strings on Monday night, and I can really tell in a bad way. All right. I'm going to play another song off the album. This one came from Ellis Paul, talking about how you need to write your stories and write your experiences, and how there are parts of my life where I don't actually want to tell people. Hi, Ethan. You just doubled my audience. They say I should write about the pain that I felt when you left me. They say I should write about the way that you made me so blue. They say I should carve out a song from that place in my heart where I feel so alone. But I tell them our business is best left between me and you. 'Cause it's none of their business, nobody's business but yours and mine. No one needs to know about the push and the pull and the hairs that we split all too fine. Don't want to share all those bittersweet memories of sunshine and showers. I'm not singing 'cause it's nobody's business but ours. They say it'll it'll help heal my soul if I sing out my sorrow. Hold your wicked ways right up to the light. But how can I know if what you did today won't look quite the same way tomorrow? Sometimes what seems to be so wrong turns out to be right. And it's none of their business, nobody's business but yours and mine. No one needs to know about the push and the pull and the hairs that we split all too fine. Don't want to share all those bittersweet memories of sunshine and showers. I'm not singing 'cause it's nobody's business but ours. But sometimes it's tempting to spill out our story, win pity from strangers, some songwriting glory. In the end I decide not to lay my soul bare, 'cause our story's the one thing that's left that we share. And it's none of their business, nobody's business but yours and mine. No one needs to know about the push and the pull and the hairs that we split all too fine. Don't want to share all those bittersweet memories of sunshine and showers. I'm not singing 'cause it's nobody's business but ours. I'm not singing 'cause it's nobody's business but ours. On the album. It's new-ish. I moved back to the town where I grew up, which is weird, running into people from your past. That's all I want to say about that. Cool, Teresa. You were nothing but cool, Teresa. With your flawless hair and authentic concert tees. I was making good grades, but you were making your way, Teresa. The way you totaled out that till like you could do just what you pleased. Then you said, let's be friends just for summer or something. I guess that you'd be better than nothing. Slim pickings in this God-forsaken town. I was shy, Teresa, but you could make a shift fly, Teresa. We took turns changing for the beach behind the break room door. You let it fly on 95, my first friend who could drive. Salt in our hair as we came back from the shore. Then you'd said, let's be friends just for summer or something. I guess that you'd be better than nothing. Slim pickings in this God-forsaken town. And I remember how you ducked behind the counter and waited there till your actual friends walked away. You brushed it off and brushed your hair, said I just couldn't be that girl today. You landed on your feet, Teresa, bought a big house down the street, Teresa. I see your face on the real estate sign in my neighbor's yard. Sometimes I see you at the store, a friendly nod and nothing more, Teresa. So when you said hello today, it caught me a little off guard. 'Cause you'd said, let's be friends just for summer or something. I guess that she'd be better than nothing. Slim pickings in this God-forsaken town. Teresa, Teresa, thanks. So I can never play that song in my hometown because she is still there. I'm gonna do a song that's a little bit of a true tale. Takes place the summer I graduated from college, which was a terrible summer when we're all feeling a little bit lost. And it coincided with the summer that my grandparents, who lived in the same town, were packing up their house and moving to a retirement facility. And this is a true story of what happened one day that summer. One time I stole a book, I'll tell you why. It happened on a warm day in July. I was working one more summer in my tiny college town. The heat curled up my posters and the quiet pulled me down. They said the world would be my oyster when they gave me my degree. I disagreed, didn't know what I'd need. Meanwhile, in the same town round the bend, another era wound down to its end. A couple sealed the final boxes going to Goodwill, the rest of their possessions moving with them down the hill. He said, my steps have grown unsteady and your memory's breaking free. She disagreed. She didn't know what she'd need. And how do you know if it's an ending or a spark? Oh, give us grace to know the signposts and the marks. Pete and Dottie met before the war. Together they dreamed big and wanted more. Their home became a shrine to all the wonders they would see. Fertile ground for dreamers and for grandkids, that was me. I said to them, you must have known that you were meant to be. They disagreed. They hadn't known what they'd need. And how do you know if it's an ending or a spark? Oh, give us grace to know the signposts and the marks. So that day when I felt sorry for myself, I found a thrift shop and my eye fell on an old blue book upon the shelf. I opened up the cover, and in writing small and neat, it said December 1940, from your Dottie to my Pete. And though the $2 on the flyleaf was a reasonable fee, I disagreed. For once I knew what I'd need. And how do you know if it's an ending or a spark? Oh, give give us grace to know the signposts and the marks. The signposts and the marks. One time I stole a book, I'll tell you why. Thanks. That's the one that makes my mom cry. I'm going to pick another song for you. It's another pick-in song. This one is either a hilarious ode to mediocrity or the saddest love song you've ever heard, depending on your point of view. It's true. Like, I get very different responses about this song. So tell me what you think. We're not the best, we're not the worst. Our love's not blessed, but it's not cursed. No dizzy heights, no daring curves, more a comfortable plateau. We're just so-so. We keep our peace, more or less. A tale not likely to impress. And are you handsome? Well, I guess you're cute enough if lights are low. We're just so-so. But there was a time once when I felt that I know I can excel. It was a special kind of hell, full of promise and of sweetness, like the sunshine through the trees. And how that sweetness it could turn to a bitterness that burned, a lesson hard enough to learn, that bringing my whole heart could only bring me to my knees. So come on over, don't be late. We'll watch a show we both don't hate. Being average, we do great. We don't mind the middle road. We keep our expectations low. No more mysteries to know, so it won't hurt much if you go. I'm just so glad we're just so. I'm just so glad we're just so. Thanks. All right. Sad or funny?
Funny. Oh. Yeah, I think it's both.
It's a little bit of both. Yeah.
Song will be comfortable. That's
I guess. Maybe. I don't know. Yeah, it's melancholy. I don't know. Like, it's about settling. Do we like to settle? Is settling okay? I don't know. I'm playing a lot of like melancholy love songs tonight. Was it your hand or mine that poured oil on top of that flame? Fan the fire into bloom as our words filled the room, and warm to the patterns of heartache and blame. As we took up the weapons we knew and the armor we wore, the hunger had gone for the lines we had drawn. I don't care and I don't want to keep score. Was it your arms or mine that felt empty that night in the dark? One pillow left smooth, too much room to move. A flickering candle forlorn for its spark. And the lingering echo of pride as it fell to the floor. Wishing that we had known winning's bitter alone. I don't care and I don't want to keep score. We keep besting each other to win back a miserable crown. Don't saw at the beams lest you're willing to watch the whole house come down. Was it your mouth or mine that said sorry one moment too late? Let the other cut in, too eager to win, to whirl us around in a waltz of debate. As we build up a shrine to the words that we wielded before. Though the dance brings us low, they're the steps that we know. I don't care and I don't want to keep score. I don't care and I don't want to keep score. On time there, Erin. I got plenty of time. All right.
I would say 2-3 hours more.
All right. Oh, I'm going to do my cover of Inagata Davida next. It's going to be awesome. Be careful what you wish for. I was in a Rush cover band in high school. Is all I have to say. For a price. There is no price high enough that will make me play Tom Sawyer ever again. Stretch on up ahead. I can see him in the late day golden light. If we're lucky, he'll come back with both boots still upon his feet. Someone's gonna need a bath tonight. Come winter, they draw the water down and leave the mud behind. Bear Hill Pond becomes just ground and sky. Come winter, we come down and walk for hours, but I don't mind, 'cause I know it will be over by and by. And we walk the flats, we chase the day, we tell ourselves the shore is not so far away. Our footsteps tell the tale of where we've been, till the water rushes in. He pulls his mittens off to gather treasure in his big stick to write his name. A rusted, grounded rowboat sweeps him off to foreign lands. A tiny tyrant stakes his claim, and we walk the flats, we chase the day, we tell ourselves the shore is not so far away. Footsteps tell the tale of where we've been, till the water rushes in. And he stops beside a boulder where his fingers trace the water line, and asks, when will the water start to flow? And he's off again before I can collect myself and answer him, my darling, so much sooner than you know. And we walk the flats, we chase the day. I tell myself that time is still so far away. Our footsteps tell the tale of where we've been, till the water rushes in. Our footsteps tell the tale of where we've been, till the water rushes in. Till the water rushes in. Thanks. That song is about my son back when he was small, and next week I'm dropping him off at college. That went fast. Cricket song, starry night, velvet air, headlight gleam, window down. Just an after-dinner drive to buy some ice cream at the Mobile on the edge of town. You crane your neck to catch a satellite's tail. I pray for time to slow. I could probably count how many drives like this we have left before you go. When you were buckled up in back, I'd strain to make out every word you said. Now you're riding shotgun up here next to me. I try to listen with my heart instead. You nod along to the sounds of a sweet summer night, like you were listening to the radio. I could probably count how many drives like this we have left before you go. This dark, this drive, this road, this ride, the bullfrog hum. Eyes straight ahead, I let your words shade in my picture of who you've become. I know you're ready, but how can I get ready? It it's harder than you know. On these sweet summer nights, buy an ice cream before you go. These sweet summer nights before you go. That one makes him cry. When you can make an 18-year-old boy cry, that's right? It is the power. Hopefully he's not watching right now. He's not watching right now. Who am I kidding? All right, this is the point where I was going to play my last song, Erin. Are we good? Did I go too fast?
You went too fast.
Well, I'll do. Yeah, I would. Yeah, I'm going to play this song for you because you wanted it. If I remember all the words. Will you do me a favor, Erin? Will you go to my website, erinashsullivan.com, and then go to the lyrics section and pull up that song just so that, like, if I start getting that panicked look in my eye, you can cue me on some words. Okay, so this song, a very brief preamble. A few years back, I read an article in the New York Times about a tanker that went down, a cargo ship that went down in the Black Sea with 15,000 sheep aboard. And I couldn't get this image out of my mind that all these sheep drowned. And it made me very sad, and it was just sort of horrifying. And so I kept thinking about it, and then I felt that somebody needed to honor the lives of these sheep in much in the way that Celine Dion sang the Titanic song. So I took it upon myself to be the Celine Dion for sheep, and that is this song. A boat full of sheep left the coast of Romania, headed due south, her course well defined. 20 men were aboard, and the sheep 15,000 on a Syrian vessel. They'd named the Queen Hind, they'd named the Queen Hind. Packed muzzle to rump, they were boarded that morning, bound for the slaughter on far distant shores. The Black Sea must have shimmered in the chilly blue sunlight, salt air in the hold as the crew slammed the doors, as the crew slammed the doors. Was there one young sheep bundled alongside her sisters, who raised her head, sniffed, sensed adventure ahead, hungry to seek out new pastures for grazing, to break out of habits into which she'd been bred, into which she'd been bred. No one knows just what happened a few moments later, a mechanical failure, a mischievous tide. But the sea, it fell silent, and the gulls hovered watching as the hind wobbled slowly, then keeled to her side, then keeled to her side. When the call came, it set off a desperate rescue. Small fishing boats swarming, casting nets in the sea. A daily catch made up of hooves, hinds, and shoulders, as the shepherds watched anguished, lined up on the quay, lined up on the quay. Amidships our sheep knew that this was her moment. A half-opened porthole made her woolly brain think. A well-placed kick set her well apart from her sheepmates as she plunged, barely flailing, straight into the drink, straight into the drink. Well, she was far from alone, like so many soft buoys. Her fellow sheep bobbed as they kicked without cease, their instincts alert as as they swam for survival, but were doomed all to drown, weighed down by their fleece, weighed down by their fleece. By nightfall, the rescuers, drenched, spent, and weeping, counted 36 sheep as the ones they could save. The rest of the flock, sunk and soaked in salt water, herded below to a watery grave, to a watery grave. But I like to imagine one sheep missed the count, our brave ewe with muscles and spirit to spare. I see in my mind's eye her hooves scrape the shore, the sea answering the bleat of her brave ovine prayer, of her brave ovine prayer. I see her graze in fresh fields of alfalfa, finally free of the shepherds and the men of the sea, finally free just to ramble, unshorn and untethered, and to ruminate on being the best sheep she can be, the best sheep she can be. Oh, let's not forget to remember the fallen, each sheep who strove vainly to master the water. Let's honor the moment they broke free of their sheepness and fought to keep living despite certain slaughter, each ewe and her daughter. So take heart, dearest friends, and take heed of this shipwreck. And when you feel like the rough seas of life keep you battling, just remember there are so many ways to be brave. And be the sheep that's the last to go down, bravely paddling. Be the sheep that's the last to go down. Thank you. My husband refers to that as the wreck of the Mutton Fitzgerald. It's the endless song of sheep. Woo! All right, one more song. I know, it's cheap. That song vacillates between being like really sad and just very ridiculous. Yeah. Yeah, I'll take that. That works for me. Okay, you want one more song? Sure. Okay, let's do. Got a ghost of a thorn in the palm of your hand. Touch the part that's tender. Can't help but remember how he looked when you told him that it wasn't working out like you'd planned, that your love felt worn like the ghost of a thorn. You can lock away all the little things that mean so very little. Freeze out every memory, break 'em when they're brittle. Look away and let them be. Every little tragedy, every little tragedy. There's a hint of a tear in the map that you fold. Reminds you that you're lost, and of all the lines you've crossed, and how it felt when he told you that he never thought you'd act so cold, like you just didn't care, like the hint of a tear. You can lock away all the little things that mean so very little. Freeze out every memory, break 'em when they're brittle. Look away and let them be. Every little tragedy, every little tragedy. There's a feather of a kiss that he leaves behind. Brush your fingertips past the corner of your lips. Makes you think of all the things that he does that make you want to change your mind. Brush away all of this like the feather of a kiss. You can lock away all the little things that mean so very little. Freeze out every memory, break them when they're brittle. Look away and let them be. Every little tragedy, every little tragedy. Got a ghost of a thorn in the palm of your hand.
Thank you very much. Thanks, Erin. Thanks,
Let's
y'all,
hear it
for
once
coming.
more for Erin Ash Sullivan. And we are going to have a really special performer tomorrow. He's very talented, genius, I believe. His name's Aaron Tornberg. And we also have the fabulous J.D. Short. So that's going to be tomorrow, Friday night. We're going to have a double bill. And then we're going to have J.D. performing again a entirely different set on Saturday night. So if you want to listen to that, tune in and you'll be able to check us out. Check out the website for more info. And thank you, Erin, and thank you to NERFA for a fantastic series. This is the second one we've done, and I hope this continues. And Erin, you know, I see you at my series a lot. It's nice to see you at someone else's series, even though it's in my venue, which is good. So without any more nonsense from me, I'm going to bid you adieu, and thank you for watching.
Thanks, you guys.
Alexa, turn on all the lights.